Okay guys, in this video we're going to be comparing three different cameras. Those cameras are going to be the Canon R7, the Sony a7 IV and the Canon R6 Mark II. Let's get into it. Okay guys, so like we just mentioned, we are going to be comparing three different cameras in today's video. So those cameras are going to be the Canon R7, the Sony a7 IV and the Canon R6 Mark II. Now let's get into it and start with the Canon R7. So why is the Canon R7 better than the other two? Well, to start with, it has first-party support for live streaming. Now, a camera that supports live streaming can be used to broadcast video to certain platforms via a first-party app, so that might be handy if you've just started a YouTube channel or for something like that. Now, it also has pixel shift shot. Now, the camera can take a series of shots, shifting the sensor slightly with each one. These can then be combined to create an extremely high resolution image, and it's particularly useful for things like photographing artwork. So if that's something that you do, then the R7 might be the way to go. Now let's move on to the Sony a7 IV. So why is the Sony a7 IV better than the other two? Well, to start with, it has a BSI sensor. Now, a BSI sensor is a camera image sensor which captures better quality images in poor lighting conditions and offers a better overall sharpness and image quality. So if that's something that you do, or you do tend to shoot in situations where there is poor light, the a7 IV might just be the one to go for. Now it also has a better battery, coming in at 2280 mAh. So if you're on a long shoot there, a good battery is something that I do tend to look at. It also has a little bit less volume and size than the other two. Now let's move on to the Canon R6 Mark II. Okay guys, so why is the Canon R6 Mark II better than the others? Well, to start off with, it has more focus points, coming in at 4,897 versus the 651 and the 759 of the other two. Now, the more focus points, the more flexibility in picking which part of the scene to focus on. They also give the image sensor a better probability in identifying the right area of the scene to focus on in more automatic modes, so that's really important there. Now it also has continuous shooting at highest resolution, coming in at 40 frames per second, and it is also running Bluetooth version 5. Now, Bluetooth is obviously a wireless technology standard that allows data transfer between devices placed in close proximity using short wavelength and ultra high frequency radio waves. So it just provides faster data transfer, so that's the main thing there. Now it can also combine image stabilization. Now the camera can utilize the camera's in-body stabilization and lens-based optical stabilization simultaneously. This allows you to achieve even more stops of stabilization compared to a camera that can only use one or the other. So all three of these cameras are absolutely fantastic and I love all three, but I think the Canon R7 is more marketed towards maybe the intermediate photographer, someone who's looking to make that step from beginner to intermediate, and the other two are maybe for more of the professional photographers. Now I do like the first party support for live streaming of the R7 there, and the BSI sensor of the Sony a7 IV, but the focus points of the R6 maybe just takes it apart a bit. But whichever way you choose to go between these three, you're going to be getting a fantastic camera, and I can fully recommend all three.